Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tarot with Titania reading of the week for April 28th to May 5th, 2023. I invite you to close your eyes and take 3 nice deep breaths with me. Let's pull ourselves into this present moment. With each breath, just dropping more deeply into yourself, more deeply into this present moment, pulling all that you are into the here and now. And I invite you to see a tree root coming down out of the base of your spine, going down, down deep into Mother Earth and grounding you in this present moment. Knowing that this tree root is a conduit through which anything that no longer serves you can easily pass down into Mother Earth and become compost for your new good growth. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and I am here with all of your children now and in the future to co-create this reading for our personal and collective highest and greatest good for this week of April 28th to May 5th, 2023. My intention is to be a clear channel for the information we most need to receive right now, and to bring this through in a manner that we will easily and effortlessly hear, understand, and integrate into our lives and into our beingness, so that we may transform and be clearings for even more grace and beauty, light and love on the planet at this time. And for the good, of course, of this beautiful planet we get to call home. I invite my higher self and the higher selves of all of those listening to be present and facilitate this exchange, as well as an overlighting angel of communication to ensure that we cover all that is in our personal and collective heart and mind at this time to our satisfaction in the window that we have together here today. I'd also like to invite the 4 archangels. Please come and hold the 4 directions around us. Wherever you are in time and space, the archangels are holding you in our circle of light. I invite Raphael to hold the east, Michael to hold the south, Gabriel to hold the west, and Uriel to hold the north. Thank you for coming. Anything that doesn't match our frequencies and set point of light, of love, of wisdom, of healing, of transformation, of all the good that is in our collective heart and mind, anything that doesn't match these frequencies is welcome to go now. And so, let's begin. All right, Creator, what is it that we need to know this week? This week of April 28th to May 5th, 2023, for our personal and collective highest and greatest good, so that we can navigate this interesting time of eclipses. Those are following astrology. You probably know all about it, but it's supposed to be kind of an intense time. Lots of change, lots of shaking up, lots of things. Transformation. I think that's just the word, isn't it? So let's get started then for our good. Individual, collectively, what do we need to know this week so we can be at our best and contribute our highest and best to the world for our good and the good of everyone whose life we touch? Okay. Recent past, as we know, this card indicates information, things that we've experienced in the past that are important and relevant to our present, and we are starting with the Fool. This card is showing up so much lately, it's amazing. Okay, so position of recent past. We need to draw on our experience of eager enthusiasm, eager anticipation, drawing on our it's like that childlike state, that wonder-like state of not necessarily knowing how anything's going to go, but going anyway, and trusting the process, and looking for the fun and the delight along the way, ready to be inspired, ready to be delighted, ready to be pleased, ready to be wonderstruck. All of those qualities are embodied in the Fool. There's this openness and this readiness and this willingness and this eagerness that come with the energy of the Fool. And it's playful. It's excited. It's inspired. You know, the Fool has set out on a journey. It's very, very early in the morning, and it's a beautiful day. He doesn't know where he's going. He's just going because it's such a beautiful day. He has to go. Those are sort of the qualities of the Fool that are important and relevant to our present and our future. So it's drawing on this willingness to go and take the adventure and be on the adventure, trusting that we're cared for, that we will have exactly what we need when we need it, and we will adjust and adapt and be resilient like a child is when they're on an adventure. Our present card. This is one I haven't seen in a long time, but it's just showing up a little bit more now, which is, again, it's always interesting to me to see which cards cycle through and which cards don't turn up at all. And this is one I really have not seen a lot of up until now. So the Empress, of course, major arcana, just like the Fool. And the Empress is the quintessential mother, maternal, intuitive, generative principle of the major arcana. 3 is about multiplication. We have 1 plus 2 equals 3. So it's this increasing kind of quality. It's creative imagination. Again, generative qualities. So this is sitting in the present environment. What are we dreaming? What are we creating? What are we giving life to? And is it nourishing us? Is it nourishing for all of life? When we set the intention to come through our gifts to be in service to life, we can trust then that what we manifest is for the highest and greatest good. Our inspiration will be for the highest and greatest good. But that important piece of being of service to life, may my life and my gifts and my presence be of service to life. Bringing something like that out into the world, speaking it out loud, is an act of dedication. It's a vocation, almost like a vow, bringing that quality forth within ourselves, that we are vehicles and vessels for light and love and beauty and well-being and generative potential for our good and the good of everyone whose life we touch, as well as this beautiful planet. Just carrying that energy mindfully as we go about our day. Of course, we're going to forget. We're human. We get distracted. We do stuff. But when we remember, pull it back in. Anchor it within you. Anchor it as part of your intention for who you are and how you be in the world and how you move through life, touching and relating to others. So this beautiful energy of the Empress, the divine feminine principle, is very strong in our present this week. Very much this reminder to anchor ourselves in this rich, positive, generative energy. You know, like the Empress is always shown in a garden that's in full bloom and full fruit. This thing of fruition, of coming to term, of offering more life unto life. So this is the energy in our present environment. And the near future. Oh, well, we have all major arcana so far. I'm curious to see what that one will be. The 10, the Wheel of Fortune, key 10. What comes up must come down. What goes around comes around. So this energy of who are we being and how are we being, and that intentionality and contribution that we are making, understanding that what we put out into life comes back to us multiplied. So if we're putting out crap, we can expect more of that. If we're putting out the good, we can expect more of that. So this reminder, as we're moving from our eager enthusiasm into our generative potential, letting ourselves be inspired. We don't know where we're going as humanity right now on the planet. The transformation is happening at a pace. Amazing individuals are listening or answering the call of their heart, and they're doing remarkable work, bringing forth incredible solutions to the challenges that we face as a species, as a planet at this time. And that's the thing. We're being called to listen to our heart. You don't know what piece you have yet to play, but if you're not listening to your heart and you're not following your yes, how can you be in the right position at the right time to do your part? It's what we're here to do. And doing it with love and with enthusiasm and grace and peace and trust and kindness and willingness and eagerness will bring more of this energy back to us. We've talked about the energy of gratitude before and how powerful, what a powerful manifester that is, because when we allow ourselves to bask in the energy of appreciation and gratitude, we pull more from life to be grateful and appreciative of. It just shifts our lens but makes us powerful drawers of the life force through us into life to create more life to be grateful for. Similar quality, the wheel of fortune. It's like what we're putting out is going to come back to us blessed and amplified and magnified. And what we give out on one level will come back to us multiplied. So that energy, keeping that in mind as we're moving into this near future, this beautiful world that each and every one of us holds in our heart. And it might just exist in our dreams. It might just be something that we held as a frequency as a child, something that we knew in our heart could be. That's what we're being called to pull into the world now, even if we don't really know how we're going to do it. Even if that's the case, tapping into the field of the enthusiasm, tapping into the field of the generative potential, and our efforts, bringing this energy up and out and through us, being willing to be that clear channel of light and love on the planet, will move the wheel of fortune in powerful and beautiful and incredible ways to amplify our efforts and the efforts of everyone doing the same thing, everyone listening to this reading. You're part of this field building that we're doing for the new earth. And the more we hold frequencies of beauty and love and light and kindness and well-being and well-meaning in our beingness, gratitude and appreciation, the more that field of light and energy amplifies and becomes what nourishes and fuels the new world that we're creating. Big stuff, important stuff, all major arcana. So this, as I said, we're between two eclipses right now. The energy is very, very strong. There's some who feel that we've come through a portal on the 21st, the equinox of March. The 21st of March, 2023, was a portal of acceleration of even more forward and expansive potential. And our role as individuals, as we navigate those broader energies, because they're changing, that the earth, the frequency of the earth is changing, the area that we're traveling through in space as a solar system is changing, the light that we're experiencing is changing. We're part of it. That outer momentum is happening. And when we ally and align ourselves to that momentum and energy, we leverage it not only for our good, but for the good of everyone on this planet. We are part of the solution if we allow ourselves to be. It's time for us to step up and embrace this and accept it. And it doesn't have to be fabulous, crazy, radical gestures. Showing up every day and bringing your heart and your love and your kindness and your wisdom and your beauty to life and sharing that with others from that clean and clear place of intention of being of service and of good is enough. You are enough. Bring who you are to life and life will meet you. And together, we will create an incredible momentum in beautiful ways. The foundation card, we have the Prince of Swords. So, swords, ideas and action, fast movement and momentum. Princes in my decks are the knights in the other more traditional decks. And this idea of momentum, of that weight. You know, you think about a knight in armor, once it gets going, you kind of can't rein it in. It really needs to just follow its line and move through whatever it is. So this quality is sitting as our foundation. This is a change, quick change on the level of ideas and action. So we are changing, we are transforming by opening our hearts and turning towards our yes. Taking action from our yes and being willing to be that good clearing that we are. We already are this. We just have to be it more. That's the invitation that we're standing in right now. And this change will probably surprise us how quickly it's going to happen. I've talked about it in the past on these recordings about, although there was a lot that happened in the behind the scenes, for me as a young person, waking up one morning and the Berlin Wall being down was so much the quality of this card. That kind of change where it seemed to me one day it was impossible. It was this horrible, oppressive kind of heavy quality of energy. And the next day, that symbol, that division, that separation was gone. And all that it represented was gone. This is what this card represents. This is the foundation card of where we are and what we're moving through. As we personally move towards our good, our yes, our alignment with the broader, wiser part of ourselves, as we line up with the larger momentum on the planet by honoring ourselves and hitching our wagon, so to speak, to that frequency, we are helping to accelerate the change on the planet at this time. We are helping to shift everything. And it's profound, and it will be like that experience, this waking up and going, wow, look at how far we've come. So these are big energies this week. It's like highly, what can I say? It's like this. We know the times that we're living through are intense. They've been prophesied for a long time. So many traditions talk about this time. And astrologically, we know it's intense. And various different disciplines know it's intense. Many channels are speaking about the nature of these times. And we're here now. Some part of us chose to be here. And so wherever you are in your unique experience, whether it's easy or difficult or up or down, just remember there is a broader, wiser part of you that chose to be here at this time. And by each of us aligning ourselves with that aspect of ourself, we are also aligning with the general momentum of these times. And our good is part of the collective good. Following our yes is helping to shift more people into their yes. And this will serve all of us so, so, so beautifully. So tapping into our eager enthusiasm, our willingness to take risks and move in the direction of our yes, saying yes to our feminine generative potential, our capacity to make life happen, our capacity to add unto life in magnificent ways, to be a contributor, a co-creator with life. And then knowing that all of this beautiful energy and this heartfelt love that we feel will be adding to the collective momentum at this time, each of us adding our own unique flavor to the spin of life, this wheel of life that is picking up speed and is moving in a very particular direction. And we get to be part of choosing what that direction is by being tuned in, tapped into our heart, our yes, our willingness to be of service and stand at this time in our gifts, in our abilities, willing to share, willing to be, as I said, a clearing for more light and love and well-being on the planet. Whatever that means to you, whatever your unique contribution is to make, you're an important part of this. Never forget that. And then the rapidity of the change, the rapidity of change and the level of ideas and action, how this will play out in our collective consciousness and how we will take action and create change in life. So that's the general spread this week. It's absolutely magnificent. The energy is very exciting. And let's pull our card to grow on and see then what we need to do to just carry this out into the world this week. What is our action card, if you will, or our focus card, so that we can keep this energy and this intention lined up and within us in good ways. So Creator, what is it that we most need to know? What will help us to stay lined up with the collective energies, to contribute our best to the wheel of fortune, to be the generative potential of the Empress, and to be the willing journeyer and enthusiastic participant of the Fool? What do we need to know? What will summarize all this information so that we can hold it and be it more cleanly and clearly and magnificently? Craftsmanship, 8 of Pentacles. I really like this card because it's permission to do it well. It's permission not to race through the details. It's permission to enjoy what you are about, to give yourself over to it, to thrive in it, to bask in the fun of the becoming, of the doing, of the generating. Understanding deeply within us that as we do our work well, we are transformed and we are transforming. So this card of craftsmanship is our card to grow on this week and beyond, because of course these momentums are much longer than just this week, but this quality of energy for this week is what we're looking at here. And so this week we have permission to be really present. It's a pentacle right here, right now, in this present moment, present to the materiality of this existence as a human being, a spiritual being in a human body, having this incredible human experience and doing it deeply and well, enjoying it, relishing it, savoring it, all of it, whether that's a cup of tea, a walk in the forest, getting your work done, put some music on, do what you need to do to make it a rich and beautiful experience, because that is nourishing you and it's nourishing our collective field, because we drop deeply into a state of fulfillment and satisfaction and well-being that is so nourishing, not only for us physically, emotionally, spiritually, etc., but it is also deeply nourishing for our collective field of humanity and the healing energies and the beautiful world we want to bring in. So enjoy the process of becoming more. Enjoy the process of mastery. It takes a long time to step into mastery, but you don't get there by rushing it. You get there by showing up every day and contributing beautifully and doing it well, from your heart, from your enthusiasm, from your love, from your dedication, your commitment, your vocation. That's what it's about, the service. Service to ourselves, service to life, service to each other, service to this beautiful planet called Earth. These are beautiful messages, my friends. It makes me excited for what's to come. So, that's another reading for this week. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and join me in the closing. Taking those wonderful deep breaths in of life. Just noticing how that life energy sparkles as it comes into your being, how it fills your lungs, how it travels through your body, bringing sparkling light and energy tingling throughout you. And how magnificently and effortlessly the body exhales the waste, exhales the parts that we no longer need, so that there is always a renewal, a constant cycle of renewal of breath in, breath out, taking life in, letting things go. Perfect rhythm. In and out, life coming into our beingness and our life going out through our breath. We are channels and conduits for the life energy, and allowing ourselves to be this, to be the craftsperson of this, just gently through our breath, gently through our actions, our choices, our words, but starting with the breath. Here and now, through the heart, awareness, presence, appreciation, and love. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and I want to thank you once again for the gift of being able to be here with all the others who've gathered this week, to pool our energy, our life force, our wisdom, our willingness to take the journey, to be the better version of ourselves, to bring to the world and to life all the good that we are, and even the not so good, forgiving ourselves for not being perfect, and acknowledging that that is part of what makes us human and makes this experience so rich. It's all perfect. There's no wrong effort in any of it. I'm so grateful for the messages that we received this week. I ask for support and help from our guides on the other side, our helpers, our supporters, the broader, wiser parts of us. Help us to live into our brilliance, into our beauty, into our capacity to bring through magnificent solutions, dreams, opportunities, clearings for ourselves and for others. Help us to see how we can be a co-creative element with life, with each other, to make this world more beautiful and to facilitate the coming world for all of humanity and all life here on this planet, where we will all benefit and all support the good in each other. Much thanks to all those who helped to hold this space today. The reading is at an end. Thank you to you for being here once again, for doing your part, for being who you are. I am grateful for you, and I'm grateful for these weekly circles, so thank you for being part of it. If these readings are helpful and supportive of your highest and greatest good, please consider sharing them with others in your circle who may also feel their benefit, so that we can increase this field of light. There are many, many people doing good work on this planet at this time, and this is my way of contributing. So thank you for being part of it, and thank you for subscribing and sharing if you feel so moved. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful week. Enjoy the energy, and we'll see you next Friday. Lots of love.